Hello everyone, I am Adam Mosher. I am a recent graduate of devCodeCamp's web development bootcamp course. Today I'm going to be showing you my final Capstone project, Cellarman's Friend. The technologies I used in this web application, full MERN stack, so MongoDB, Express, React, Node. I used Axios, HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, also connecting to the Google Calendar API. The goal of this project, currently I work in a brewery, so I wanted a web application that could basically combine all of the relevant information that we need basically for all of the day-to-day operations at the brewery in one place, keep the cellar in the brewery organized, make sure that nothing falls through the cracks. I want to be able to access all that information, like I said, just in one spot, be able to schedule important tasks, add them to the company calendar, maintaining efficiency, so everyone has a very clear snapshot of what they need to do that day or what they need to get accomplished during the week. And yeah, basically just cut down on unnecessary communication. So that way my boss, who a lot of the time works outside of the brewery, he doesn't have to be slacking me all day or texting me all day trying to get information so that he can add things to the production schedule for the coming months or weeks or whatever the case is. So yeah, basically just organize the brewery that I work at. So the project itself, here is Cellarman's Friend. So basically just have a sign up page. We're gonna just sign up for the app here real quick just so you can see it's working. Successful registration. So we're going to just log into my account here. Login, successful login, great. So now we're going to go over here to the home page. So the home page is basically just a snapshot of all of the fermentation space that we have in the brewery. The brewery that I work for is pretty small, so we only have 4 tanks, but obviously this could be scaled up if you know, larger production style brewery. So basically I just have the kind of a brief, all the basic information you're going to know if you just want to know, hey, what beers are in these tanks. So I've got the name, we've got the style, we've got the current pH. I work at a brewery that's primarily all sour and wild ales. Obviously, you could put something else in here as well, any information that your brewery would specifically need on a day-to-day basis. And so then also the fermentation status. So I know at a quick glance, okay, are any of the beers finished and ready for packaging? Are they currently all unfinished or active fermentation, or are they done, they're dried out, they're where we want, and we want to be packaging these beers. So basically I want to be able to go through any of the products that we have in a tank and then update the information so that I can have it easily viewable and accessible. So for tank 4, we're gonna just use this as an example. We have a finished beer, it's done. Let's say this beer is ready to be packaged. I'm gonna go ahead and update the so it's 10:01. It is finished. We're going to have the temperature, pH, any notes I had about this beer, like how it's tasting, any additions that I've added, any fruits, ingredients, hops, whatever it might be, the fermentation status, and the package status. So let's say we package this beer today. I'm going to go ahead and just hit get rid of that on. So now this beer is packaged. I'm going to go ahead and submit that. And now you're going to see that it disappeared off the home screen here. So that means that tank is open, free, ready to go. Now I can blend another beer, brew another beer, whatever the case might be, and then put that into tank 4. And then I have the home page back to all of the tanks filled. So, so for that specifically, I'm actually going to just show the search. So let's say I know that beer was watermelon. I also wanted a way to be able to just have kind of a database of all the beers that we brewed and any of that information. Say I forgot basically what ingredients or how much of something I put into a beer. So I can go ahead, that beer had watermelon, so I'm going to just type in watermelon, get partway through, and right here, watermelon incipient. So I know I have the style, I knew what tank it was in. Let's say we were having a problem with some beers or something like that. I could maybe track it down to the tank, like, oh, wow, all these infected beers happen to all come out of tank 4. Maybe there's a problem in tank 4. So yeah, just a quick search function that lets me just kind of narrow it down by all the different fields that you can enter for each beer. But now that that tank is empty, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to add a new product. So say today I am blending a new beer. So I'm going to go ahead. I have one kind of all ready to go. So I got Solar Sail. It's actually just a hard seltzer. We're going to put that into tank 4. Put my yeast, the additions, strength, gravity, temperature, pH, fermentation. It's active because it's brand new beer. And any notes, anything that happened with the brew day, or again, any notes to add. So I'm going to go ahead and enter that beer. If we go back to the home screen, we'll see, boom, Solar Sail is now in tank 4. And now I can continue to update this so that when I just want a quick glance at what's in the tank, I have all the information that I need. So another feature, I wanted to have some daily tasks and weekly tasks, basically the same kind of idea here. I'm going to go back to the daily tasks for this. So basically just a quick checklist. My boss can add tasks in here. We'll say we did all these. Congratulations, we had a pretty productive day. Maybe I didn't get to a few of these tasks, so we know that we can keep those on there for the next day, or just move them to the weekly tasks or something like that. But if I cross these all out, my boss can then come back and see, oh, okay, everything's good. Cool. I can clear out those, and all those tasks are done. And then if, say, he wanted to add a new tasks for me, or I wanted to remind myself to do something, I could just, for quick reference, do stuff, submit that, and then there we go. So yeah, you can just cross off everything that you've done once it's completed, or say if you didn't get to something, and then same thing, like I said, with the weekly tasks. So the other major feature that I wanted to have was being able to connect to our company calendar, so that if it's an important event that we want to have come to our phone, you know, something that we don't forget, give us a reminder. So I added, so I can sign into my Google Calendar here, and now I can enter an event that will show up to the calendar, not just on the app itself. So we're going to add some hops, location, the description. Before I show you that, I'll go to my Google Calendar here that I have loaded up already. We're shooting for the 23rd on that event. So I'm going to create that event. Right. And there we see it is in the calendar. So I know at 10 a.m. I need to add hops to tank 1. So yeah, that about sums it up for my app, Cellarman's Friend. Let's go back to the home page here. So yeah, for this project, something that I worked on quite a bit. Again, the 10-day sprint was kind of intense. So this is basically the first version of the app. The thing that I kind of struggled the most with, I would say, was the Google Calendar API, to spend a lot of time on that. So for version 2, I'd like to come in here and basically just add some just user interface functionality, just to make things more efficient. For instance, adding like a drop down to be able to just select the date and time for when you're adding a calendar in a calendar event, instead of just having to enter everything in manually. So yeah, thank you so much for watching my presentation. If you have any questions or would like to connect with me, please find me my LinkedIn. Again, my name is Adam Mosher, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.